Good morning and welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View this morning. I hope it finds you well. It's Thursday morning. It's a fantastic day. The storm has gone here and it's all about Celtic this morning. We broke the news last night on the video that Celtic had decided to make sure that there was no Rangers fans at the next Glasgow derby. The media are still pushing the old firm nonsense, but it is the Glasgow derby as far as we are concerned. Before we talk about that, we want to listen to Peter Grant. And Peter Grant's been talking about young Daniel Kelly and his thoughts on his move to Millwall.
Opportunities last season, done very well. I was impressed with him when he played in the games.
What did you like about him?
He had good energy, a good footballer. He looks as if he had a good football brain, understood the game. Scored a great goal actually as well, one of the games I was at. But I don't know who's telling these boys and guiding them. Millwall, Celtic.
I know.
You're raging about this. I'm just looking at your face.
I can't understand it. Yeah. Listen, if I've got a fighting chance at Celtic to play or go to Millwall, come on. There's no comparison.
And Celtic said they made him a really good offer.
Yeah, and if you've got to be willing to fight, my biggest thing would be saying to him now, am I ever going to get a chance no matter how well I do? Am I going to get consistently be in the team? Am I consistently get an opportunity to be on the pitch? That's the question. If the answer is no, fine. That means Celtic don't think that highly either. But if they're saying they're giving him a very good offer and opportunities, I've got to trust that's what the club are doing. But to leave Celtic to go to Millwall, it just doesn't sit right with me at all.
It doesn't sit right with a lot of Celtic fans, and we all know it's all about one thing. The agent that he has, it's all about money. And the decision's been made, so that's the last time we talk about Daniel Kelly. Unfortunately, we all thought he was going to be, I said it last season. I said, there's your next Celtic captain after Callum McGregor. Whether you like it or not, that's a future Celtic captain. That's how highly I thought of him when I seen him last season. And when he scored the goal in, I think it was January this year, when Brendan Rodgers brought him in on the team, you've got to remember Rocco Vata had been dropped for the team at that point because he had decided that his future lay elsewhere. Now Daniel Kelly's done the exact same. It's disappointing. It is disappointing. I don't want to sound like Mr. Disappointed Rangers, but it is disappointing when you lose a player of such talent. And listen to Peter Grant. I mean, Peter Grant came through the system at Celtic and he knows. He said, no, he didn't, did he? Did he? I can't remember. Anyway, we move on. But Peter Grant saying if you've got a chance to even get in the team, get in the squad on an ongoing basis, you're going to get some game time. You're going to have a football education. And Brendan Rodgers said it as well. Brendan Rodgers said, look, he says there's players here that think they're further on than what they are. They don't believe in a football education. They feel that they should be going straight in the modern day game and they should be on the big wages. And that's what it's come down to. It's came down to the wages and the fact that even Millwall manager has said that he's not going to walk straight into the first team. So it can only be about one thing, and that thing is money. Anyway, it's a sad loss to Celtic, but we move on. We do move on. The show always goes on. There's no one bigger than the club, and there's certainly no young player bigger than the club. People will say, what is the point of the academy? What is the point of the academy? We've lost so many good players. There's a certain amount of players that have came through the academy over the last few years that, let's face it, other than Ben Doak that went to Liverpool, there's not really a lot that's achieved a lot in the game, is there? There's not a lot that's achieved a lot in the game. And if you want to win things, stay at Celtic. But they'll just see it as a short career, and the modern day agent is like, no, we'll get you more money. It's all about money. And they see that as what is the shining light in their eyes. Anyway, the news broke obviously last night that we spoke about. The fact that Celtic had made the decision to pull the tickets for the Glasgow derby. And Rangers have broke their silence. They have broke their silence. The ticket situation between the two Glasgow teams, I'd say one Glasgow Giant and one club that's fallen to bits. And we all know that from the video that I showed you inside the stadium. We first play them on Sunday, the 1st of September. That match was supposed to be to mark the return of the away fans. Celtic invested heavily in putting in planning application and putting up netting and etc. to make sure that the home fans were safe from the away fans at Celtic Park. because we know that there's been missiles and objects thrown at Celtic Park towards the home fans. And there's also been the same situation at Ibrox, with Celtic fans and even staff over the years being targeted and hospitalised after a game. Now, the Celtic asking Rangers if they had implemented the safety at Hampden. They couldn't get any assurances from the Rangers. The Sevconians in disguise as Rangers, they couldn't get any assurances from them that they had implemented the safety netting, etc. They couldn't get any guarantees on seating arrangements at the National Stadium either. Now, the fact that if Rangers go into the Champions League, into the Europa, they have to play all their games at the one stadium. It means that they're going to be going into after Christmas time with the Europa. I think that goes in over the New Year period as well with the new format. So it means that even up to the game in the January, they're still going to be at Ibrox. And they're not telling their fans that. They're certainly not telling their fans that. But they haven't given Celtic any assurances. So they come out and said yesterday our 4 league fixtures we played last season in front of a home crowd only. All 4 of the I'm not going to say the old firm nonsense because that's what they've come out and said. It was seen as it was going in the right direction. Approximately 2,500 spectators were going to be going to Ibrox and Celtic Park, but Rangers insist they've been taking steps to ensure they could host Celtic supporters for the New Year's clash, but will no longer make any away tickets available. Rangers confirmed that Celtic will make no allocation for away fans for September's game. The club statement, the allocation will be implemented for both clubs. It was clear Rangers will take steps to fulfilling that agreement. In the meantime, we can confirm that there's no allocation for the January fixture at Ibrox also. So even going to January, there is going to be no away fans at Ibrox. I don't really care. I mean, I know Celtic fans that have been going to the games for 30 odd years and have said that they'll never go back to Ibrox. So when it comes to Celtic transfer speculation, there is a lot of chat about the Dundee player Luke McGowan. And even the Dundee manager said that he could be the next Callum McGregor in the midfield, as Hibs have shown some interest, but there also has been a lot of speculation that Celtic will make their move. Tony Docherty wants to see Luke McGowan make sure he is a replacement for Callum McGregor in the national squad. The midfielder, who's been subject to multiple bids from Hibs, has become a key player when it comes to the Dens team. McGregor's obviously announced his departure. A lot of Celtic fans have been talking about Luke McGowan coming to Celtic. There's no smoke without fire. Will Celtic make a bid to bring the player to Celtic before the end of the transfer window? Now, obviously, last night Celtic did get the official announcement, the big shock announcement that Adam Ida was finally a Celtic player. And Norwich put out their statement also. The Norwich FC site said, it's just funny, Adam leaves with our very best wishes. No, he doesn't. He's fined him because he didn't travel to Austria with you. Do you know what I mean? You kept him at Celtic as long as you can just to try and piss us off and get as much money. So fair play to you for doing it, but come on, it doesn't leave with your best wishes. He had a great opportunity at Celtic to continue his progression. The academy staff have taken great pride in seeing Adam develop from a youth team player into a senior squad player and going on to become a full international with the Republic of Ireland. So many people here played a part of his journey, and he and everyone should be really proud of that. Everyone at Norwich City wishes Adam the very best for the future. Apart from Delia Smith, he's gone, Adam, Ida, give me the money. Anyway, on that note, I hope you enjoyed the video this morning. There will be a live this evening at 8 8 o'clock Celtic Park time. We're going to talk about the news of the day, and let's hope that it doesn't include another bid for Matt O'Reilly. Let's hope that we can manage to keep him until the end of the season. And on that note, thank you to you right now, the person that's watching at this point in the video, because a lot of people don't make it this far. So thank you. Thank you. And on that note, have a fantastic day, Celtic fans all around the world.